Okay, welcome, ladies. We are recording, and I'm super excited to have you all here. We are going to be sharing with you tonight about the Mary Kay business opportunity. Thank you for showing interest. Thank you for um, responding to your consultant who may have invited you here tonight. Let me give you a little overview of what we're going to be doing. I am joined by my good friend Theresa, and we will introduce her in a moment officially. And we're going to try to keep this really short and kind of just give you some overview of what a Mary Kay business looks like that can help you during this time of year with holiday expenses. Of course, this could help with all expenses, but specifically right now, we are focusing on all the extras that come our way for the holiday season. I don't know about you, but I keep seeing ads that say, or memes that keep saying, we don't need big screen TVs. Please put the groceries on sale. So that tells me that people feel the extras right now. So we're going to share with you how a Mary Kay business opportunity can help you with those extras. So welcome. My name is Sara Mandracina. And let me introduce myself. Before I get started, I also would love to hear in the chat bar below. Please feel free to post who invited you here today, who's your consultant. And if it was not Theresa or myself, we know that many of our team members are utilizing this video. So please share who is your Mary Kay consultant. And I would also love to know, what is your favorite Mary Kay product? Because most of you probably have already tried the Mary Kay products. And what is your favorite Mary Kay product right now? And I say that because I know the seasons change and my favorite products change based on the season. And of course, if you have never tried Mary Kay products, also please put that in the chat bar below, because we want to make sure that we get you a full disclosure of goodies and samples to make sure you have a full experience of the Mary Kay products. So welcome. My name is Sara Mandracina, and I am a single mom of two beautiful teenage daughters, Lila on my left and Sophia on my right. They are 14 and almost 17 years old. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting, and I used to work as a tax accountant for at the time, one of the big 5 accounting firms. I thought that was my dream career. I thought that was my dream job. And I quickly learned how much I disliked that choice. Has anybody else chosen a career and learned after you have the education it was not the best fit for you? It happens, right? So I started using Mary Kay at the age of 14 years old. So I have always used Mary Kay as my skincare. I have fallen in love with the products at a very early age. And I could actually see a difference in my skin at that young age. I didn't have problematic skin, just an occasional blemish here or there, but I could really feel the difference. And I fell in love with it because I could see and feel difference so quickly. So fast forward, I decided to begin my Mary Kay business in my early 20s. I was 22 years old to be exact. And I decided to join because I love the product. I wanted to have some savings on my own personal purchasing. And I had just purchased my first home at a young age. And I also wanted to have some extra income in my pocket because that was a big purchase. So at 22 years old, I started my business. And as soon as I started the business, I did nothing with the business. Has anybody ever done that before? You decide something and then everything comes to a halt and you do nothing with it. Well, that's how it happened for me. And it was mainly because I worked probably over 80 hours a week in my career and I had no time. So when I started this business, I had it haunting me in the corner of my bedroom because I knew I wanted to do something with it. I just didn't know how. I didn't know what. I was young. And then fast forward, a year goes by and I lost that job. It was a blessing in disguise. It was scary. I was terrified. It's all I knew. And I decided to pick up this business and go attend some trainings to teach me how I could fulfill that void in my life and see if it's something that could provide me a future down the road. Because my ultimate goal at that time, although I was young, I really wanted to be a full-time working mom at some point in my life. I wanted to have kids at some point because remember back then I had no children yet. I was young, not married, and I knew I wanted to have a family, but I wanted to be a working mom. So I thought this might be an opportunity for me to be able to have the best of both worlds. So I decided to get training. I decided to learn how to build this business. And today I had just celebrated this past August 23 years in this business. So clearly it has been a great choice. Thank you, Theresa. Theresa's in the same path as me with the 2 decades of our business. And my lifelong Mary Kay, one of my lifelong Mary Kay goals, I just accomplished last year in 2022. I was honored to be crowned the Queen of Director Sales. You can see my crown up there on my bookshelf. And that was a huge accomplishment and really exciting time for me. I got to bring my daughters with me to Dallas, and they got to be part of the moment. My unit has been awarded the top unit of $500,000, and we are a prestigious Cadillac driving unit, which is very exciting. And that is to say that my team did all that together. That is not me. That is my team as a whole, because we work as a team. This is not individual, which is really exciting. Now, fast forward, it's been 23 years. I started as a young 22-year-old, and I am now 45 years old, and the world has changed. COVID happened, and Theresa and I became very proficient in our business on how to work this business through social media. And I fell in love with that opportunity that this business provided me with, another avenue of connecting and meeting with women. And so I have no background in social media. I have no background in marketing or how to build a business, but I was teachable, and everything is figure outable. And so Theresa and I figured it out. And so we are power partners. One of the things I love the most about my business is that I fell in love with the personal growth throughout the years and the friendships that I have built and the flexibility this business has provided me to be that working mom that I once saw in my early 20s that has been able to come through and have a full circle in my life, because I am a working mom, but I'm able to be there for my daughters. So that's just a little bit about me and how I got started in Mary Kay. I'm going to turn this over to Theresa, and she's going to share a little bit with you on her story.
Awesome. It is so exciting to be here. I am so thrilled to tell you a little bit about me and my whole Mary Kay journey. So I am married to my high school sweetheart, and it'll be 33 years in July that we've been married. I have 2 adult children. So when I started the business, my kids were little. They were 10 months old, I think my daughter was, and about 4.5, my son was. So literally, I have run this business through little kids, through middle school, through high school, through college, and now grown adults. So they have seen me run a business, a successful business, the ups and the downs. We are also a top unit in Mary Kay. Our highest sales year was $400,000 in retail production. And so just like Sara said, it's not just me, it is the team of women selling this amazing product. When you have an amazing product, it's really not that hard to sell because everybody wants it. So I recently, since I am now an empty nester, have taken up golf. And let me tell you, for all those golf people out there, it's hard. Not sure I would have taken it up if I realized how hard it is, but I absolutely love being outdoors and I love learning something new. And also we love to travel. So the picture at the top is my family, and we just came home from a 10-day trip to Italy. So what you're seeing behind in that top picture is the Spanish Steps, if you've ever been to Rome. It was an absolutely phenomenal trip. And we were able to take our 2 grown children with us because my husband's family is from Italy. In fact, his dad was born there. So we were able to do that, and I love to travel. So just like Sara, I've been in this business for 23 years. In fact, next Tuesday, a week from today, will be my 23rd year. So very excited about that. Before I was in Mary Kay, because I was 32 when I joined, I was a pharmaceutical sales rep. So I did that. And before that, I was a director of marketing for a big company called Health South. You probably have heard about that company. And I really knew that I was traveling a ton and my son was little. And I knew that I needed to be home with him. But just like Sara, I needed a career for me. And that's when Mary Kay answered entered my life, I knew nothing about Mary Kay. So it's a little bit different than Sarah's story. I had never used Mary Kay, never heard about Mary Kay, knew nothing about it. And a neighbor of mine came to tell me about this business that she started. And I thought, this sounds like a lot of fun. I think I'll just give this a try until both my kids were in school full time, and then I'll go back to my quote real job. Obviously, that never happened because I am still in Mary Kay because I absolutely loved the friendships, the camaraderie, the personal growth, the money wasn't bad either. And so I absolutely love what I do. During the time that I was building my business when my son was in high school, I actually pulled him out of school and I homeschooled him. So if there's any homeschool mamas out there, you can do both. You can definitely do both. I worked with him during the day and ran my business around my family. And that's another thing I love about this business is you run the business around your family and in the pockets of your time. So like I said before, my kids were very little when I started, and now they're grown and out of the house. And so I can help and mentor you in all sorts of aspects of your life. And you don't have to just do this when you're single, or you don't have to do this when you have little kids, or you don't have to just do this when you're an empty nester. You can literally do this job anytime. I love the flexibility of being able to pick up and go. Being my own boss. And now in this virtual world, which Sara talked about a little bit, we can work from anywhere that we want. And so we travel and I'm able to work wherever I want because it's a virtual business. It's opened up a whole new world for us. We are able to paint the world beautiful because we can do it virtually. And before I started this business, I had no background on social media. In fact, social media wasn't even around when we started this business. That's how old we're getting, Sara. Right? And I did have a little bit of a marketing, but not much. It was just for, healthcare sales. And so everything that we've learned along the way. And we will be able to teach and mentor you everything that we've learned in this business. And we're so excited to be able to tell you about that. So that's just a little bit about me. And I'm going to turn it back over to Sara.
Yes, thanks to Theresa. I also want to just point out, Theresa and I have been in this business for 23 years. And one of the best gifts that came out of this was our friendship. We didn't know each other before this business. In addition to that, we're also 10 years difference in age. And I hear a lot about, women think they can't learn how to do social media. They can't, they're too old to do that. And that's not true. I'm 45 and Theresa's 54, right?
I'll be 55 next week.
Next week, you're 55. Okay, we'll say 55 next week. And, Theresa led the way. I learned from Theresa, and she's older than me, on how to do some of these things because I saw her changing her business. And I said, what is she doing? So just to put that out there, just because you are a certain age does not mean you are not capable of learning how to do social media based work.
Amen. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. Okay, Theresa.
So I think this is me. Yeah, this is just a little bit about the company behind the great products. Mary Kay was formed in 1963, so we're over 60 years old by Mary Kay herself. Her and her 20-year-old son started this business. Everyone thought she was going to fail. Back then, if you think about it, in 1963, women just didn't go start businesses. So she defied all the odds and started a business with her 20-year-old son with $5,000 in the bank. And now it has grown to a global multi-million, probably billion-dollar company. And this is what I love about it. It is founded on faith first, family second, and career third. And both Sara and I are living that out. We have run our businesses around our busy families. And, when you were in the corporate world, Sara, I'm sure they did not care about your, anything going on in your family. That's not the way it is in Mary Kay. Our faith comes first, our family comes second, and our career fits in between. There are no glass ceilings in this business because you promote yourself. You run this business exactly how you want to run it. And Mary Kay was the original shatterer of the glass ceilings. Because like I said, she began this business in 1963 when women just didn't start businesses. She is an amazing woman. And she taught us, and it still is today, to treat people the way you wanted want to be treated. She said that when you come in contact with people, make sure that you know that everybody has a sign around themselves that says, make me feel important. So we need to remember that. And she taught us well. And that is our mission, which is her mission, is to enrich women's lives. And we do that simply through the vehicle of skincare and cosmetics.
Yes. Thank you, Theresa. What does it look like having a Mary Kay business? So there's various different ways you can build a Mary Kay business. There is the virtual we briefly touched on. Some people like to work their business exclusively through the virtual social media world, which nowadays we can do. And then we have in person, which we can do obviously face-to-face, where you see Theresa working with a customer, teaching her how to apply makeup. And the third way is hybrid, which is a combination of both. And Theresa does most of her business virtually, and I do most of my business hybrid, where I do a little bit of in person, a little bit of social media. So it really gives you a choice of what works best for you and your family and what your goals. But what's beautiful about it is you're able to work it around everything else you're doing. Most women that have a Mary Kay business, they are already working full-time, or they're a mom and working full-time. Maybe they have a couple other things they're juggling. This is not something you have to stop doing other things that are important to you to do this business. And I'm just realizing that my graphic didn't update. And there was like some words under these topics that make no sense. So I'm laughing. But hey, this is a good opportunity to show you I am not perfect, and we are learning along the way too. Oh my goodness.
We're so busy looking at the picture, Sarah, we don't even see.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Teresa's going to share you a few reasons why people would not start a business, what holds people back.
Yes. So some of the reasons that people may not start a business is because they say, I'm too busy. I am too busy. I cannot possibly add another thing onto my plate. Here is what I will tell you. We love busy people, because busy people know how to get things done. They prioritize their time and they just figure it out. And I don't know about you, but when I'm the busiest, I'm the most productive, because I have a certain amount of time to do a certain amount of things and I get it done. And when I have too much time, it seems like nothing gets done. Another reason, and this was my reason, fear. And would anybody buy from me? Like, I was like, who would buy from me? I had that fear. And I think we as women have that fear that nobody is going to buy from me, and I'm just afraid. And I would just say to you, this product sells itself. So you use the product and you share the product. And that's how it works. You know how we as women are. When we find something we love, we tell everybody about it. And now with the virtual world, it's just sharing your experience with the product. And I say, I'm not really a salesperson. I'm an educator. And so is Sara. We educate people on how to take care of their skin and how to look beautiful. That's what we do. And the third reason that we receive that holds people back from saying, yes, I want to do this, is they say, I don't know a lot of people. So yes, you do. You know a ton of people. And I bet if I looked on your social media, you would have hundreds and hundreds of friends. We know a lot of people. And here's the deal. Who do you know that has skin? That's sort of a rhetorical question, but everybody has skin and everybody needs to take care of their skin. And so you will be able to meet people through the opportunity of the products in this business. And it's just sharing what you love. And as Sara and I, as your mentors, we will be able to help you reach out to people and share this beautiful product.
Yes. Thank you, Theresa. And I love that. I think one of the things that sets the Mary Kay business opportunity aside from a lot of other companies out there is that, yes, we have the vehicle of skincare and makeup, and that is our vehicle. That is our product we represent, but it's a vehicle. And we're so much more than lipstick, so much more than skincare. You know, we are helping change women's lives. When you help a woman feel more confident in her skin, she's a better mom. She's a better employee. She's a better friend. She's a better wife. And I can't tell you how many times people walk out of my presence and they're walking a little taller and they feel so much better about who they are. And that goes wide and deep. That's not just in that moment. That really helps women feel like they can do and accomplish more. And so I love that our product is a vehicle for that. And I love that our product is something that we share. Like Theresa said, it's not about selling. I can tell you right now, there's been times where I've sat down with somebody, they have bought nothing, and that's okay, because we teach you in Mary Kay that it's not about the sale. It's about helping somebody feel good on the inside and feel special. And I believe what you put out there comes back to you. And I know Theresa does as well. And it does. You never know who that person might know. She always comes back and maybe orders something later, or, she refers her best friend to you. And it just ends up being this beautiful process. When you take the dollar signs out of your eye, everything falls into place.
Absolutely.
Okay. What does a successful consultant look like? So Theresa and I are both looking to work with women that are hardworking, women that are willing to put effort into something. It doesn't have to be full-time effort, but effort, consistent effort. Women who are teachable, who are willing to learn new skills. They want to better themselves. They want to better their family. It could be bettering themselves for more financial gain. It could be bettering themselves for just more confidence, whatever that means. But being teachable. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to try something new and step out of your comfort zone? Nothing good comes from staying inside a comfort zone. So we're looking for women who are willing to step out of that comfort zone. And then the third thing is desire for more. Do you have a desire for more in your life? More girlfriends, more time for your family? Do you have a desire to travel? Do you have a desire for more income, or just something that maybe to call your own? Those are the three key things Theresa and I are both looking to help women who are in those categories. And if that's you, this is a great opportunity for you to consider. And if that is something you're interested in, we would love to be hearing from you. Theresa, can you share a little bit with us about training?
Yes, training. Well, first of all, you get a mentor with 23 years of experience. And what I love about this business model is we teach you everything that you need to know. Everything that we've done to build our business, we freely teach you. And that's a little bit not like what it is like in the corporate world, because sometimes somebody doesn't want to train you because you might take their position. That is not the way it works in the Mary Kay business. We teach you everything that we know, everything that's working for us, so that you can have a successful business. So you have us, you have Sara and myself to train you. We have a back office that you can pace yourself. So again, the videos are there that whenever you get a free moment that you can hop on and you can watch trainings, and you always have us to help you go through those. We also do weekly Zoom meetings where you interact with other consultants, and they share their inspiration, they share their stories, they share what's working for them. And it's a sisterhood where we're all together wanting each other and supporting each other to success. And then Mary Kay is great because they have amazing company events. And I think 4 times every year we have the availability to go to these company events where they really put on a major show. And I will just tell you that a year ago, well, a little over a year ago, Sara was crowned the queen. What that means was Sara was the #1 salesperson in all of Mary Kay. And so that was at a company event. And it was so powerful for Sara because she was queen, but it was also powerful for everybody in that arena to watch a person that I know as Sara, the mom of 2, to be crowned as queen. It was just amazing. So you have that availability to see all of that for yourself with our training.
Awesome. Thank you, Theresa. And clearly I need training on how to update graphics, because I also, we're not going to Zoom meetings. We're going to Zoom meetings. Okay. This is what happens when you do things at midnight. Okay. And finally, we're almost going to be finished our presentation is how do you get started? How do you become a Mary Kay beauty consultant? So the first thing is just decide. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Just decide. You have several options to sign up. The most popular option is the eStart for $30. You get a beautiful website. You get credit card processing for a full year, access to all of our back office information, access to your mentor and your Theresa and I, as well as the mentor who may have been inviting you to this business opportunity, your beauty consultant. Everything you need to get started, it comes with your eStart. If you choose to add on other options, you can get our full beautiful kit for $130. And that one just comes with full size retail product inside and a beautiful leather bag with over $400 valued of product. So you get the same, you start this, whatever way you decide to start, the only difference is the cost, and you get extra products with it, basically. So you just get to pick what works best for you. And there's some other options you can add on for samples as well. But that's it. You just decide. And then the next step after that is you will be getting training, one-on-one training from Theresa or I to help you with your new consultant orientation once you decide. And we go from there and we work on a program that will help you get to your goals and what you're trying to get out of your business. So that's the next step after you sign up.
Absolutely. We are so excited that you just took the time to be with us tonight. And I want to just say to you, it's a $30 decision. Don't overthink the decision. It's $30 that could change your life. You heard tonight that this opportunity has changed both Sara and myself, our lives. It's changed how our kids' lives. So it's a $30 decision. So if you think to yourself, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to make some extra money for Christmas. Like Christmas is what, like a month away? Yes. It's crazy. Yeah. And so you could start this business and you could immediately start to make money to help with Christmas, under the Christmas tree and for the holidays. So don't overthink it. Comment below, I'm ready. You might have more questions. Comment below, I have questions. We would be happy to answer any questions for you. We're ready to help you get started and help you to make cash for Christmas. Absolutely. So thanks again. Sara, did you want to say anything before we end?
No, just thank you. Absolutely. And just think of how much less stressful your life will be come January when you have something additional cash flow to help you pay off that credit card that you don't have to carry a balance. Wouldn't that feel great to not have to worry, have that hanging over your head? And the best part about all this, it's fun along the way. It doesn't feel like work. Every day, Theresa and I get to go to work and nobody's ever sad to see us. And it's fun. So I never dread getting up and working because it's so much fun. So thank you for taking the time to consider this business opportunity. We look forward to working with you and we can't wait to hear any questions you have. You can comment below. You can also reach out to us as well as your beauty consultant. Thank you and have a great Thanksgiving and holiday season.
Good night.
Good night.